for our little Gloria, that's what I think.
I still can't see why Dwight didn't want us to meet the aunt.
I guess we never would have if she hadn't phoned. I thought it was only my duty to ask her to buzz up here. Besides, I'm dying to get a look at her.
Where is she now?
She's up in the guest room changing. Again.
Why, she's certainly brought enough clothes.
And they're expensive ones, Claude. I looked at the labels.
Why, I'll bet she's even better fixed than Dwight figured.
I hope it's all right to have the cocktail hour out here on the patio. I don't want her to think we live like gypsies.
You show me a gypsy that lives like we do.
Now, Claude Upson, you'll be genteel in front of Mrs. Burnside.
God damn it, I'm always genteel.
Yoo-hoo! That must be she. We're out here on the patio, Mrs. Burnside. Whoop! Oh dear, I'm always tripping over that adorable little hooked rug. Do be careful. We'd feel just awful if you had an accident.
Don't you worry, I've got plenty of personal liability insurance.
Oh, then bring on more hooking rugs.
Now, there's one thing we ought to know right off. You do take a little nip now and then?
On festive occasions.
Good. I'll have an Upson daiquiri ready in a minute.
Oh, Doris, I can't get over how much detail you've given your home.
Well, we've done everything we could to make it seem like a little bit of authentic colonial America.
Oh, and how well you've succeeded. Oh, those adorable little miniatures in the powder room of John Quincy Adams.
Well, I sent a decorator from Altman's.
Altman's? Oh, I would have said Sloan. Solid Sloan.
Don't you have an eye, though? Downstairs is Altman's, upstairs is Sloan's.
I'll bet you didn't notice our sign up by the driveway.
Oh, but I did. What a divine name you chose for the place. The Upson.
Downs.
Oh, I bet you thought of that, Mrs. Upson.
No, it was Claude. I'm just a homebody. Claude's the clever one. I'm so delighted to hear we have the same tastes. I know you're just going to adore the wedding we've planned for the children.
Now about the wedding, Mrs. Upson,
Hold it. Let's forget the last names while we're at it. I mean, we're practically family, aren't we? I just want to be plain Claude.
And I'm Doris.
Oh, Doris. Oh, I've always loved the name Doris. Not too coy, not too chic, sort of bittersweet.
What do we call you?
Oh, all my most intimate friends just call me plain Mame.
Oh, how lovely. Old-fashioned and yet modern, too. Mamie.
Mame.
Well, Mamie, old girl, here's your poison. I make my daiquiris with the secret ingredient I learned from this native down in Havana, Cuba. You'll never guess what the secret ingredient is, but I'll tell you this much. There's no sugar in a Claude Upson daiquiri.
And yet it is so sweet. Whatever do you use? Chocolate ice cream?
Say, that's rich. Did you hear that, Doris? Chocolate ice cream. You know, since we're practically family, I'd better let you in on my little secret, honey.
I beg your pardon?
Strained honey. That's the secret ingredient. Of course, I use quite a little rum, too.
Now, I made these especially for you, dear.
Oh, but don't they look delicious, though? What are they?
Well, I take 2 cans of tuna fish and put them in the meat grinder. Then I add clam juice and peanut butter. It's a recipe I cut in a lady's home journal. These others just plain jack cheese and chutney. And now, sit you down right here, Mamie. There's something special I'd like to show you.
Oh, baby pictures of Gloria.
Oh, the whole family, more or less.
Oh, not a bare rug.
How precious. Better not let Patrick ever see that one. That's Miss Tutfield, little Gloria's first ever school teacher. I think the light is hurting her eyes. That's Gloria when she was a flower girl at Muriel Puce's wedding.
What is she eating?
Those are the braces on her teeth.
Now, that's enough of the girly talk. I figured while we've got Mamie here, we ought to let her know what the plans are.
The plans?
For Patrick's career. Me and Dwight Babcock have it all figured out. He came to me and he said, Claude. He always calls me Claude.
When they're together, it's Dwight and Claude, Claude and Dwight. That's all you hear.
Yep. Now, when the kiddies get back from their honeymoon, I want Patrick to take his choice. With my connections, I can slip him into a berth on Madison Avenue or a seat on the stock exchange.
A seat and a berth.
Say, you're a fast drinker, Mamie, but don't you worry, I've made plenty.
You know, I don't really know if that's a big
You
deal.
don't happen to like gin, do you, Mamie?
Oh, I adore it.
Perfect. After dinner, I got the cards and we'll have a little game.
Now, we've come to the issue of what to get the kiddies for a wedding present. And I've got that all figured out, too. Why don't we get together, you and I, and we buy the newlyweds that?
What?
Why, that lot right next door! Wouldn't it make a wedding present, though? We could tear down this wall here, and their patio would come smack up against ours. You couldn't tell where one left off and the other began.
So you wouldn't really be losing a daughter, you'd be gaining a patio.
Exactly. But we've got to move fast. Some people are bidding on that property. The wrong kind.
Oh?
Fella named, Epstein. Abraham Epstein.
Oh, the cellist! Oh, how lucky you are! Oh, that lovely music right next door. And she's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
I guess maybe you don't understand quite how it is up here, Mamie. But this section is restricted only up to our property line. So we feel we have an obligation to make sure that, well, you.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll have my broker make a bid. And when it goes into escrow, we'll just divvy it up. 50-50. You won't have to worry about a thing.
My, you've thought of everything. Planned the wedding, planned Patrick's career, even chose my own wedding gift. I guess it's one more thing left for me to do.
And what's that, Mamie?
Plan an intimate little family dinner.
Lovely, lovely.
Mamie, you're top drawer.